Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, everybody. It's Friday, or as we like to say on this show, it's Friday. Come on, let's get in here. Let's have a good day together. We find the music and we are going to get going. Let's see. What do we want this morning? It's a good day to live, isn't it? Come on in and share this out with a friend.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin.
Good morning, Kathleen. Sure is.
This morning has a clearer light as any to see the horizon in the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face,
Morning, Carly, Rick.
all that ever was is a rage. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time for sorrow. Today,
Something's got to give today. It's a good day today. Morning, Auntie Jean. Hi, Tabby.
there's no time to borrow. Today,
Something's got to give today. It's a good day today. It is a good day today. In fact, it is a beautiful day. Hi, Linda. Morning, Kathy.
So you're in a hurry, well you better calm down. We're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. You should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. 'Cause it's a beautiful day. Isn't it so come on, let's play. Forget the
Sophia, good morning.
sit down and join us as we sing a good song.
Getting the family in here.
We got plenty of time. Begin it easy, won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because
Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Just a reminder from me to you, you are loved, very loved. And thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for showing up for each other. As we always say on Fridays, suiting up and showing up. So thank you for being here. Let's suit up with our heart-brain coherence this morning. We do that for anyone who's not familiar or needs a reminder. We just take a moment every morning to get in touch with who we truly are inside of us. So we touch the heart center because that brings our focus right to the heart. And you can feel your heartbeat. You can feel the love and the warmth inside of you. Morning, Hope. Thank you for being here. So touching the heart center, we slow down the breathing. And then pour in the love. Just feel something that's so ooey gooey good, something that warms your heart, a smile, a beautiful scene in nature, a hug from a friend, the eyes of a loved one. Whatever it is that brings you to that good place, just go there. Hold it in your heart. I'm grateful today for all the people in my life. I am honored to be here this morning with all of you. I'm excited about what today will bring. I am living my life's purpose. I am sharing love into the world. I am opening a space for others to explore themselves. I am happy. I am healthy. I am right where I need to be in this moment. And I am peace. I would love all of your I ams this morning as people keep trickling in. Good morning, Brookie. Good morning, good morning. Hi, Rosalind. Kathy says, I am resilient and strong. I am worthy. I am loved. I am loving peace. Beautiful. Rick Morrow, I am honored. Ah, beautiful, beautiful family. Look at all of you. You warm my heart every day. Thank you so much for coming in and being here in this space at this time. This is really the only time we have, this now moment. It really is. Everything else, it's either already behind us, done, over, or there's an unknown. We don't know if we'll have another moment other than this one. So we focus on the one that we do have. When we focus on that one, on this very moment, there is nothing else. There is just this. And when we can come to that place in our life to realize this is it. This is what I have. Then we can make it whatever we want. It's a Friday. Let's make it a yay moment together. Let's create something so beautiful and so happy and uplifted and blessed that our heart just goes there whenever it needs that uplifting moment. It's what we are creating. We are reframing our life by going to the good, by going to the positive in every now moment. If we go to the positive, then whatever we perceive is happening out in the world, our heart is going to say, but wait, you're blessed, you're honored, you're resilient and strong, you're worthy. Your heart will tell you that. It will show it to you with the smile on your face. So that's what we're creating in our time together every morning. We are creating a reframing of our energy. We are creating moments that our heart will go to and say, look at all the love that people have for you. Look at your P family. Look at those who open their arms to you, no matter what. It doesn't matter what happened behind you, anything that transpired that maybe wasn't of love and light. Doesn't make any difference. We're feeling into the moment. We're in the very moment where Brookie says, I am love, where Charlie says, I am crazy blessed. Luann, good morning, good morning. It's so good to see you on here this morning. Oh my goodness, I miss you, Luann. I hope you're doing well. Blue, good morning. And Lulu Kitty and Pocky and Baby Gruff, I loved watching you play in the snow yesterday. Oh my gosh, those little big dogs were out there just reveling in this new white fluffy stuff out in their yard and just loving life. And to me, that's how every moment can be. Whatever it is, whether it's white fluffy stuff on the ground or it's a beautiful blue sky or a mountain that seems to reach up to heaven, whatever is in the now moment, we can just get into the energy of that and just love on it and just be excited about whatever is in front of us. Mama Hado Bear Kathleen says, I am expanding my awareness of God in my life. I am lifted up to see from a higher perspective. I am excited to accept all the good that is right here for me and all of us. Well, Kathleen, as our Marietta would say, you are lifting up, up, up to a higher plane. That's what that sounds like. And I'm loving it. I love it for you. I love it for us. I love it for all of the lives that will be touched by the Hado Bear story and by that beautiful Hado Bear. I was sharing it with Isabel yesterday. And there's Isabel, speaking of my beautiful friend. And there's our Marietta. Oh, thank you, Luann. And Hope says, I am full of joy and smiling from ear to ear just because. Just because. That's it. And like we were talking yesterday, if you let your smile go into your eyes, you are such a blessing to the world. When you smile at somebody, that smile is reflecting love to them. It's reflecting light and honor and respect and saying, you're important, you matter. That's what your eyes are saying when you're smiling. You matter. So I want to say that first off this morning to all of you. You matter. You're important. You are here on a purpose and for a reason. And you're here to lift each other today. And you certainly are with your words. Christina, oh my gosh. My heart, I love you, Christina. Thank you for being here. I can see that you're getting stronger every day. Our Blue says, I am light, I am light, I am light. I love that. Auntie Jean's up. Good morning. Jean says, I am grateful for every day and everyone in this family. I am manifesting the entire world to be one family. I am peace and love. Let's manifest that together, Auntie Jean. We do a heart healing for our world, for our planet, and all the inhabitants every day on this show, every day without fail. And I know that it's making a difference. I know that doing that heart healing creates an energy going into the earth and coming back up out of the earth to bless everyone that's touching the earth plane. Isabel, I am awakening for God's mercy. Yes, yes. And I love each one of you. Oh, Isabel, we love you too. It was such a delight to have you pop in yesterday to the live stream and to bless us all with your love, with your words, with your beautiful energy. Thank you. Tabby says, I am excited and blessed. I met a new sister from Kenya. She gave me a tribal name, Nympirus, which means favored. I am favored. Beautiful. And Brookie says, I am so grateful to start the day with all of you. What a blessing to see all of you on this beautiful Friday morning. And you're here to fill that cup up with joy. I hope it's already beginning. I hope that that joy is starting to flow into your cup. All right, so it is time for Kuan Yin card, who is ready to see what our beautiful Ascended Master Kuan Yin has to say to us today. It is the bamboo moon. Did you know that there are no mistakes in the universe? And all events, circumstances, relationships, and situations are unfolding in perfection with the timing and intelligence of the divine plan. Any apparent delay is in your favor. If something is happening for you right now, then that is perfect too. Divine timing is perfection. It is safe to trust this now. I think we all needed to hear those words this morning. That sometimes when we are wondering, why are things not happening faster? Why is this not showing up for me yet? Why? And we get into that, oh, poor, pitiful me, victim mentality of I wish it would hurry up. I wish I had this right now. And we don't stop and realize what we're doing. But when we do hit that pause button and we do step away and be the observer, then we can see the perfection in God's plan. We can see that maybe there was a reason that it didn't show up when we decided we needed it. Maybe it was waiting for that perfect moment. It's kind of like waiting until Christmas morning to open your presents, right? Because if we open it early, then Christmas morning comes and we don't have a present to open. So sometimes there's a reason behind, and I'm just using that as an analogy. So most of the time, I would say probably 100% of the time, there's a reason for the delay. And I want to see this card again. I want to read it again because I think it's important. This is an important lesson for us today. And then let's talk about that. Let's talk about lessons in our life and blessings in our life, because that's what this card is showing us. Did you know that there are no mistakes in the universe? Now that's a powerful message. If we're really going to trust that there is a loving God, that there is a force, the creator, that has put out this divine plan for us. And then we incarnated into this world in that divine plan, in that divine time, and we're here on a purpose. Let's listen to that again. Did you know that there are no mistakes in the universe? And all events, circumstances, relationships, and situations are unfolding in perfection with the timing and intelligence of the divine plan. Any apparent delay is in your favor. If something is happening for you right now, then that is perfect too. Divine timing is perfection. It is safe to trust this now. So, yes, I saw Kathleen said, yes, yes, yes. So often I say, but when? And so often we pray and we want something so bad. We want to be healed, or we want more abundance, or we want more love. We want whatever it is that we want. The heart wants what it wants. I've heard that so many times. But you know what? This card, this lesson that we're being taught right here, it's all about the wait. It's all about patience. It's all about filling into when it is perfect in divine time, not in human time, not in Teri time. So many times on this journey, I've asked that question myself. Well, when am I going there? When am I going to see this person? Where am I going next? Blah, blah, blah. And I keep asking things. And then I learn, be still and listen. And I feel that urge. When I feel the urge that says, pack up your things, get in the angel mobile, then I know that's divine timing. If I try to do it early, before I get that message and before I get that urge, nothing's going to work right. I run up against roadblocks and I get irritated. And it's because I didn't listen. So that's our lesson, is listening for that still small voice that's going to share with us, okay, it's time. And look at what happens when you have that faith and that trust, and you know without a doubt everything is working perfectly. So why am I trying to rush things? Why am I trying to change perfection? Why am I trying to be in control when I already know that there's no mistakes in the universe and the perfection is happening and unfolding in divine time? It's such a huge message and a huge lesson for us. We came here for this lesson. We came to earth to learn and to let our soul grow. So these lessons that we're learning, and especially this one is so important to us. It's one of the most important ones that we can pay attention to and learn from, because we want what we want when we want it. We want it to happen immediately. This is the time that we live in on our earth plane. We want things immediately, that immediate gratification. We want to see it, and we want to see it now. And we get like that belligerent little toddler that doesn't want to wait, that has no patience and says, no, I want it now. I want it my way. I want. I used to have a necklace that said, I want. And it was a present from my boyfriend at the time that I was with, because, yeah, that's how I was. I wanted it, and I wanted it now, whatever that it was in my life. And that's such a lesson, isn't it? When we are the ones saying, I want, and we don't want to wait and let it show up for us in the divine timing, then we get out of alignment with our true divine plan that we're here for. So I love this morning. You all know that this is a spontaneous show. I don't plan anything ahead of time. I don't have an agenda when I come on. We have certain days that we do things, but I don't know what the message is going to be until it unfolds. And then this happens. We all get to benefit from the angels channeling a message of patience and trust and divine timing in our life. And look we have more people coming in. I love this. Stacy. Oh, Stacy, I hope you're doing well. I hope that little pinky toe is all healed by now. And just like a little reminder instead of a big reminder. Blue says, okay, I'm going to head for the basement today and wrap a new stone. I think it is winter. I do this in the winter. Yes, you do. And you do a beautiful job at wrapping those stones. I have seen your handiwork and it's amazing. So there's going to be a lot that will benefit from what you're going to be doing this winter. Linda Lemieux is here, and Tabby says, or okay, anytime now, God. Yes, I've said that as well, Tabby. When I want something and I say, can I have it now? Do I have to wait? Do I have to wait for Christmas morning to open my package? Come on, God, you can give it to me now. And I've done that. I'm owning up to it. Anybody else owning up to impatience and not wanting to wait for the miracle, not wanting to wait for your blessing? Because it's what we do. And there's no judgment, there's no criticism. It just is the way that things unfold, so we can learn our lesson of allowing, as our Marietta has taught us. And I love to go into that energy. Accept, align, allow. When we feel into the AAA, then we know that we can wait. We know that we can just step away for a moment, be the observer, and let things unfold the way they're going to unfold, and not try to rush it. And that's what we do, isn't it? When we want it now, we're trying to rush God. We're trying to rush our blessings. We're trying to rush our miracles. And there's no rushing. It's not going to turn out well if you keep doing that pestering or throwing that temper tantrum like the little toddler. I want it, I want it, I want it now. So the best thing we can do is just accept, align, allow, and know that everything is working perfectly, just what Kuan Yin has told us. And if something is happening, if something did show up for you immediately, that's awesome. And that was divine timing. It was in the divine plan. Isabel says, and remember, as a group, we can do this. Yes, yes. And Stacy says that I thought I saw an update on your little toe. The pinky toe has a little pain, but not too bad. Awesome. And you're heading to the beach for a long walk, and then the grandkids are coming over. Awesome, Stacy. Happy Friday to you too. And Stacy said, yes, I used to be impatient. And to be honest, at times, I still am impatient. Yeah, me too. I'll put my hand up. Sally's putting both hands up. Tabby says, yes, yes, yes. I own up to it. Yeah, it's what we do. It's this learning process that we go through. And many times it's a result of our upbringing too. I mean, let's be honest. We are taught certain things in certain ways. And if we're taught to wait for it, then we have already that teaching from an early standpoint. But if we're not, if we're just handed things, we were talking about this I believe it was yesterday, Isabel. We're talking about those that are just spoon-fed everything that they want. And, what happens later on in life when things are not going their way and they're not spoon-fed anymore? What happens then? Because they haven't learned that lesson early, that sometimes you have to wait for perfection. Sometimes you have to wait to get what it is that you're asking for. Rochelle, good morning. Thank you for being with us. And Isabel says, I am praying for all the P's. It feels all in need to healing and loving prayers. Yes, I think so. And our Auntie Jean says, I am grateful that the divine is working at his speed so I and others like me can find him. I have faith that his time is the perfect time. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I can read the card again, or we can just remember the words of Kuan Yin. Everything is unfolding in perfection with the timing and intelligence of the divine plan. And that is so plain and simple. And if we could just write those words where we could see them all the time, wherever we are, wouldn't that make a difference? If we could do a hologram of it so that anytime we start to question or get impatient, that just pops up and says, oh, it's happening in divine timing, not your timing. So I love this huge message that we're getting today from our masters and from the angels, and especially from our creator. And Blue says, the Fae have turned quiet after a huge laugh and a memory of when you were here only for a few weeks, and they giggle and said, in what timeline? Rest, rest, rest. Yes, yes, yes. And I have been doing that, and I have been getting rest, and I haven't been running around chasing my tail and going like crazy. I've been taking care of important things that I needed to take care of. And today I'll be doing that again. I have a doctor's appointment this morning. So if you all could remember me at about, I believe it's 11 o'clock this morning, Eastern time, I will be in another doctor appointment and hopefully taking care of something so I can hit the road and get out of here sometime this weekend. Isabel says, please read it again. Tabby says, read it again. Okay. So for those of you hearing it for the first time, really take these words in. And for all of us, this is our lesson today. This is our lesson and our blessing about perfect timing. Did you know, and it's happening in perfect timing for Deirdre to show up here. Deirdre, if you'll listen to this first, I think this will make a difference. Did you know that there are no mistakes in the universe, and all events, circumstances, relationships, and situations are unfolding in perfection with the timing and intelligence of the divine plan? Any apparent delay is in your favor. If something is happening for you right now, then that is perfect. Divine timing is perfection. It is safe to trust this now. Let's hold that in our hearts when we go into our prayer time in just a few more minutes. Let's hold that in our thoughts, that whatever it is that's happening in this now moment is divine perfection. So, Deirdre, we are holding you. You showed up to let us know so we can hold you tighter today. We can lift you a little higher. We can ask for the divine perfection of healing for you. And thank you for coming in, for showing up. And Isabel says, no, don't go away, Deirdre. Oh, thank you, Christina. Yes, I love it when we know a time in our human time that we can lift somebody up if they're going through something. So whenever you all have things going on, if you have a doctor's appointment or a treatment or a meeting with somebody that you're anticipating might get a little hot, if there's something going on at work, whatever it might be, if we know the timing, then we can all lift you up at that time, and you won't be alone. That's the beauty of this group, of this family. You are never alone because we are constantly lifting you. Our Blue is constantly adding to that grid and lifting people up in the Reiki grid. All right. And Tabby says, cool. I have a doctor's appointment today at 11. Also, Teri. All right. So both of us will be lifted up at 11 today. And Brookie says, praying for you, Teri, may you receive the best possible outcome. That's my intention, is to have the best possible outcome from that meeting today. Oh, you're so welcome, Deirdre. So glad you were here. And all right, Tammy Fisk, thank you. Oksana, good morning. I will take a lift up today. Thank you for holding me up with words of love and kindness. Absolutely. I am going to put my prayer shawl on today. This is the shawl that was given to me at Casadega when I was there with our Stacy, and some beautiful ladies made these shawls, and they give them to people who are doing prayers. Anybody who wants to feel the energy, they're infused with beautiful intentions and healing prayers. So I'm wearing this as I'm going to read our amazing prayer list. And I keep adding to the prayer list. So any updates that you have, if there's anyone that we know that the prayer has been answered and resolved, then we can move on and put others there on the prayer list. So thank you all for giving some updates yesterday. I loved that. And if you want to add to the prayer list, there is plenty of room in here. So if there's something you need to put on the prayer list, just put it on here and we all lift it up. All right, so for our prayers, we are putting in the prayer circle our India family, Prachetta, Prachir, Navriti, my sister Billy and her husband Tim, my sister Sheila and her sons Justin and Brandon, Gary, James, Loretta, Joanne Hill, Joanne Castillo, Erica Hoppy, and let's say extra prayers for Erica today and for her mom. Deirdre, and we're lifting you a little higher today, Deirdre, and your daughter, Danya, Suzanne and her family, Jillian and Jackie and Jessa, her granddaughter, Denise Choka, Marietta and Ed, Leo Harley and his family, Lakshmi, DJ Blaze, Rick Morrow and Josie, Meg and Jim Lorio, Jean and Ron Lorio and their family, Catherine Kovacs and her family and their fur kids, Jean Paul's family, Franco's family, Mary Jane, Pam and Gordy, Rosalind Good Vibes, Sally and Tony, Christina Leftwich and her family. And Christina, we're lifting you high and hoping that that broken bone is healing even faster and in divine perfect timing. Kathy Hand and her family, her friends, Sonia and Patty and her co-workers, Pat Moss and her sister Susan, her daughter and grandkids Olivia and Tom, Becky, Charlie and his family, Hope and Senna, Andrea Gregg, Annie Seven and Grayson, Regina and Adam, Cassandra and Destiny Ortega, Gail Zimmerman and her husband Nick, Jennifer Langren and Micah, and her brothers Chuck and Ken, Oksana, for you, for Amber and your mom, Jenna and Maximus, and for Max's teacher, and so happy for the answered prayers that have been shared with Max's situation at school now. I love that. Isabel, for her and her husband Paul, for her daughters Inesh and Teresa, beautiful, beautiful family here. Linda Lemieux and her husband Dick and their two sons, Stacy Small Lord, her husband Josh and their children, and for Stacy's mom Karen. For our Blue Jean and her husband Dave and all their fur babies, for Karen Palmer and her dad Frankie and her family, her husband and daughter, Grace Isis, and for your husband, for your father Edwin, Kathy Caputo, for physical healing for your eye and anything else physical, and for emotional blessings from just knowing that Hado Bear is being shared out far and wide. For Raymond, Rebecca and Phil, Fires Out West, Tina Carzo, Tracy, Luz Orsini, Jebby, Jim, and Jim's son, Ryan, Catherine, Eric, John, Tatiana, Jackie. Let's lift Jackie up really high today and add in her son, baby Eris. Please, Blue, if you would add Eris into the Reiki grid, I would really appreciate that. Brookie, the Girardi family, Jeanette and Ernie, Dawson, Winston G. Campbell, Sean, Angel and her husband Derek, Lily in Norway and all of her family, especially her mom, Catherine, baby Wyatt, baby Haven, Darren Walker, Arthur Thompson, Elena, Tabby, and let's remember Tabby today at 11 o'clock, Bill, Kelly, Jasmine and her daughters Anya and Myra and her mom Ronnie, Alba, Mary Lou Burdick, Kim Blood and her sister Chris, Deirdre's sister Steph and Bob, Edwin, Joni, Adriel, Corinne, Tiago, Tony and her husband, Cam in Utah, Vicky, Ken, Dottie and Don, Ruth, Stephen, Tammy and her daughter, Michelle, Bo and Candy Hand, Billy's children, Brittany Kiss, Crystal Nobles, and Dean and their two boys, Gabriel and Jacob, and Brody the dog, Herb, Rochelle and her mom, Rose, Bob Rice and his wife, Joanne, Soma, Julia Osborne, the Deerfield Valley in Vermont, Sharon Rhea, Karen and her family, Eric Turner, Mira Rubin, Nick and family, our Kenya family, Jean, Cynthia, Helena, and Edwina. Those are all Grace Isis's sisters. All the nieces and nephews, the animals and the fur kids. Lulu the kitty, who's listening in today. Sherry Gatewood and her brother-in-law, Pajama. Tammy Hill and family, Phil B., Catherine and the new baby. And Rochelle, let us know an update if you have one on Catherine and her new little one. Lynn Gallagher, Antonio Papa, Elaine Armstrong, Daniel Navarro, Wendy in Florida, Wendy in the UK, Terry Wilderman and family, Monsi's daughter, Freddie, Billy Joe, Abha, Mary Crincoli, her friends J.H. and Mike S., Chip's family, Irene and Eduardo, John, Eddie Quills, Jose, Michael Murdoch, Jessica, Fidel, Kim, Camille and Nick in Australia and all of Australia, Kathy and Raymond, Lynn, Frank, Albie, Viola, Kenneth, Bobby, Jason Powers and his wife, Heather. Jason came home from the hospital yesterday and he was in there with COVID. His wife had COVID. And I'm so happy to report good news that Jason came home and they are just really enjoying the good health again, both of them. So thank you for your prayers for Jason. Monsi, Christina's friends, Kay and Elf, their family, they're both deceased now. And so we're lifting up the family during their time of grief. Kamal, the Michigan school shooting victims, Maddie, and if we can have an update on Maddie, that would be great. Akil and the orphans in Pakistan, Noel, Heaven and Son, Yuri, Audie, Scott, Jim, Trey Horn, Julia and her husband, any children who are facing illnesses and especially any emotional trauma at this time. Dr. Beard and baby Eris, we've already asked for that. And if there's any others you want to add to the list, then Please, please let us know that. And yet Erica's mom's name is Jean. Okay, sorry about that. And I know she's in the hospital right now, so let's lift her up. And Abby says, add Zila Goth, that she will know she is loved. Yes, she has been coming on to chanting at night also, Tabby. So I'm really happy for that. Okay. And Rick says, Rebecca and Phil are doing fine now. And thank you all for your prayers. That is so awesome. Thank you for giving us that update. There they are. I put a check by their name. Thank you. And Auntie Jean says, I'm sending positive energy and love to you, Teri, for a good outcome from your appointment. Thank you. Thank you. And Tabby says, Mary Ann Namayan is my new Kenya sister. And yes, let's continue to lift up Suzanne Blue. Thank you for asking. There's some improvement, but she's still very sick. So we're going to lift her up. And we'll put Mary Ann from Tabby. Okay. All right. Let's go into our hearts. And we are remembering about perfection as we go in today. So let's just take a moment. You know, we get all wrapped up in socializing and seeing each other and checking in and seeing what's going on. It's time to just go into the now moment that we have. And let's just feel. Whatever you're feeling, just feel it. There may still be some lingering to-do lists going on. There may be something that's poking at you and saying, I need to do this, I need to get up from here and go do that. I'm encouraging you to just take a moment, check in with your own self, go into your own heart and look at what's in there. This beautiful family that we are is a service. We provide a service to others who are in need, to others that maybe need a moment of encouragement, that need some healing prayers, whatever that need is. But I want you right now to remember your importance, to remember that you matter, that you are loved. So breathe in the energy coming from the divine. Breathe in and feel the angels surrounding you. Breathe in and feel the prayers coming your way for your own health in whatever way that looks like, for your own happiness, your own joy. And give that to yourself as you pull the energy down from the Creator. Pull it right to the center of your heart and really take that in. Take in the love. I want you to say to yourself, I am loved. I am important. I matter. Breathe in again. And know that you are here on purpose. There are no mistakes in the universe. Everything that happens in divine time. So this is your divine moment to recognize your own worth and say that to yourself. I am worthy. I am deserving of every good thing in my life. Breathe it in again. Let those words really fill your heart. Let them fill your mind so that later on, whatever you're doing, wherever you're going on that to-do list that you have, those words will ring forward for you. Those words will remind you of how important you are, of how loved you are. And now let's give that love away. Let's give it to all of those that we lifted up. Just shine a light on them and shine those same words to them. You are important. You matter. You are loved. You are receiving light from the divine for the prayers to be answered to the best perfection for you and in perfect divine timing. Now breathe in the love again and send it down into our earth plane to Mama Gaia. And let's really feel into that perfection, the divine timing that's going on with our earth plane. Most of the time, we don't think it's divine timing. We do what we were saying earlier. I want, and I want it now. Let's just engage in the perfection of it. Let's trust and believe in divine timing for our earth plane, as well as for ourselves. Whatever is happening, we might see it as disruption and chaos and confusion and not good for us. But if we're to trust in divine timing and we're to trust in the Creator, then we know that whatever is going on in the now moment is supposed to be going on in the now moment. And when it's to be resolved, that's the divine plan. So let's just give gratitude for divine timing coming to fruition on our earth plane. Let's just pour love into it. Pouring love down into the center of the earth and knowing that it will be returned up through the soil, the rocks, the mountains, the waterways, the fields and plains and valleys. And it will come up into the inhabitants so that each person feels that love that we are showering down into the earth. Look at the divine timing and know that what we are doing right now is in divine time. We answered a call. We came together and we showed up this morning for this beautiful blessing that we are doing to Mama Gaia. It's a Friday. It's a win-win. If you're here right now and you're hearing these words or you're listening to them later, feel that energy of the perfection of divine timing and just let your energy settle into it. We are not in control. We are in control of our thoughts. We are in control of our actions. But those actions are governed by divine plan. So just accept, align, and allow, and know that everything is working perfectly. And now let's do our perfect ending to this perfect show. And we are going to give love to each other with the heart telephone on the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. I love you all so very much. Keep believing, keep trusting, keep knowing that you're in the right place at the right time and that everything is working perfectly. I love you so much. Let's get out of here. All right. I'm trying to find the music. There it is. Yes, it's a Friday. It's a time to laugh. And I see your beautiful words. I trust in the divine plan. Yes, yes. And Tabby says, all my sisters the world over that are held down and forced into child marriages are not allowed to attend school, etc. Just kept down. You are queens and you rock. Oh, thank you, Isabel, for adding me into the prayers. I appreciate that. And Kathleen, thank you. I know that you all will be right there with me in that room when I go in for my, hopefully, for the resolution of something that's going on today. I see you dancing, Hope. I'm dancing with you. A beautiful family. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your prayers. Oh, I know, Blue. I don't like white coats either. But you know, sometimes it's a necessity, right? I love you all. Have a blessed day. Namaste, y'all. Stay blessed.